Bursting blues with a laugh in my eye. Shades of wonder got me on a high. We spin stories in purple and gold. Girls got colors nobody can hold. We mix it up and make it new. Splash it in bold, that's how we do. Running on fun, we won't slow down. Paint the town, turn it upside down. Push out my favorite traffic jam. Color like a fool, yeah, you know who I am. Dreams on the canvas, magic in my head. Painting out loud, I don't care where I live. Like a fool, splashing wild, breaking the rules. Like a fool, like a fool, like a fool. Every line, every you. Welcome to the dream team, the brush out crew.
Oh wow!
I died.
Well,
guys, I died.
Well, there was a reason we were in the rowboat. Nomi.
How did you die?
Because she went in the water like a fool, What do you think the rowboat was for? Wait. Nomi, did you do it for the science?
I was trying to go get some ice cream.
You could have redeemed yourself and said, guys, I did it for the science, and I would have respected you. But since you did it for ice cream, I can't respect that.
I was gonna bring you some.
I'm still not for the science.
Row your boat
gently down the street.
down the street.
Man, this thing turned.
Life is but a dream. Good morning. Yes, life is but a dream. Welcome to the Brush Hour favorite morning jam. Good morning. Yes, indeed. No longer are available the Know Me Without You Like a Fool shirts, but you can get Like a Fool shirts, different Dream Stream Like a Fool shirts over and my Fourth Wall shop here on the YouTube. Link is in the description as well as in the comment section. But anyway, you too can look amazing. Look, I'm part of the dream team. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Look how nice that looks. You too. You guys are all part of the dream team. Thank you for being here. Good morning. I see Larry Knight is first. Hey, Larry. I said happy Monday because it is Monday. We're live over there on Kick as well. I see you, Grape. Good morning to you. John Thomas is here. Frey, what's up? You said first. I'm sorry, Larry. Beat you to it. Gotta be faster. Although it is my fault because I did not set up the stream yesterday. I got tired. I'm sorry. But I did say that I would be here. And here I am. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody see me? Spider Unlimited. Yay, we are back. Icanalus here. And then, yes. So I woke up and I set up the stream, and StreamYard is trying to do all new finagled thing. And they have portrait mode. And I thought, you know what? What the frickety Friday? Why not? What the heck? Why not try something out that I've never researched before, right? For the science, obviously. For the science, I decided to try out what portrait mode is, and I see that it kind of sucks. StreamYard released this really cool feature without any form of revision for the vertical stream. So here on landscape mode, it's great. Everything's big, it's bold, it's wonderful. Most of the space is occupied appropriately. However, now on StreamYard, you have, like on my screen here, I've got the landscape over here, and I have vertical over here, portrait mode, right? But portrait mode is still set up as if it was landscape, meaning that the screens are this big. Instead of being able, so I'm going to assume that will come in the future with more money, that they're trying to upgrade and do all these really cool features and whatnot. But it is very ridiculous that it's very ridiculous that vertical mode, that it's the layout cannot be changed. Now, again, I'm sure that they will fix that. It takes time, money, and energy. I like the route that they're going and the availability thereof. But exactly, Indigo Shark, it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous because you can't really see what I'm doing. And I was cold, but now it is hot. So we're taking that off so you can see the dream stream in all its full glory. Bella Canvas, very soft. But anyway, good morning, Maria. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'll be mailing out your piece of trash art piece at some point. By the way, you can hire me. I'm being hired to do commission work by hand originally. I had to do this as a punishment, but I do digital. I do hand. I'm pretty good at it. Let me see. Yeah, so I apologize if you're watching via your phone and apparently you can't rotate it, I guess. So my bad for trying something out that might not be what the people want. I apologize. I thought it would be cool. I just wanted to see what would happen. Now we know. You can join the party today. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So yeah, so that's kind of crappy. So thank you for the information. You can take Indigo Shark says he can rotate his phone. Maybe that is because you're watching on Kick. So over here on YouTube, it's different. I am going to assume that those that are watching via YouTube, if you rotate your phone, it still stays in vertical. Please let me know if that is the case, because otherwise that sucks. Hey, it's Jerry and I have been working out our differences. I think we've come to a safe space, a safe agreement. I think we're doing okay. I see the great tab. The Queen of Art brings smiles to a poet's cold heart. We're working on it. We're trying to shake Jerry down. We're trying to melt him down so that he can be, softer, more into his feelings, because clearly as a poet, he's just like a rock. It gets more attraction. What does the vertical? It's Nomi without you yelling at us in the chat. See, this is how you appropriately greet somebody, Nomi. Right. There's A2. Say, good morning. Has a nice little heart there. Pleasant, welcoming. And then there's Nomi. Good morning. Yelling. But it's okay. It's all right. We're glad that see, there you go. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Just calm yourself down a little bit, man, please. Let me see. Let me go through here. Oh, there's DL throwing everything but the kitchen sink at us today. I should put some music to the get ready screen. The get ready screen, like scenery, that's not meant to be anything fantastic. It's all about to hype you up and prepare the build up for the wonderful brush hour intro. Yes, like a fool. We're awake but very puzzled. I will thank you for letting me know that this is just not the route that we're going to take unless StreamYard figures out how we could figure this. Because if it was okay where I could configure like the way I do my shorts sometimes, where myself is up top and then a full screen of the screen at the bottom, then that would make total sense. This what I have going on over here on my screen is ridiculous nonsense. Can't have a stream without the Canadian Bear and not have play a clip of Jay. We'll have to work on it. King's Advisor, love the intro. Thank you. Thank you. Stephen Brown, good morning. Good morning. There's 2 streams on the list. That's really bizarre. All right, so we'll figure this out. Apologies for messing everything up. Fantastic, sarcastic. Hit the like or don't. Probably best. I see what you did there. Fantastic. I found his Kick channel. Well, I didn't find it actually. Sevi pointed me in the direction, and I'm going to throw this over here. It was fun watching you and Sevi, go further than Nomi and I have in that game. It kind of pricked my heart a little bit. I was a little sad, not going to lie. And I text Nomi and I said, this is abominable. I'm like, can you believe that Fantastic Sarcastic and Sevi have gotten further in We Were Here than we have, and I'm not okay with that. By the way, you can always find Fantastic Sarcastic over here on the Kick side. Show him some support. He just needs 2 people to get to the nice top 10. But anyway. Better for cell phones, live stream. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. It's not just you. I thought I would try something cool with the new StreamYard feature. I was like, oh, this makes sense until I set it up. And there's no way that I can tell thus far to get rid of that without starting a brand new stream. So that part kind of sucks too. Again, I'm not a computer person and I'm pretty sure that it's a very complicated system, but it is what it is. Chaz, hello. Let me go through. Chris the Geek. I think portrait mode would be more for people using their phone to stream. Potentially. This is what I thought. So StreamYard, for those that don't know, at the bottom, there's a section where you can adjust the layout. I was under the impression that it would allow me to do both. I do understand why it doesn't at this point. That would be an advancement, but it would be nice to be able to reorientate. That's not a word. Rearrange the orientation and the placement of the different screens for both sets. That would be nice. But, it's okay. JB Spooky Review saying good morning. Good morning. Trash, it's one of your best work. I will not lie, Maria, that since it's been a while since I've done hand-drawn artwork, this is actually pretty spot on and pretty fantastic. I just don't like the subject matter. Okay. That's all. Let me go through here. It's rotating for you. Okay, so it's not like the worst thing ever to happen for Brush Hour. On the phone, you can swipe up to the next stream. I'd like to do what it notes doing. Huh. Okay. Mando, calm. What's that? There's no calm in Mando's universe. No. Christian Rocker. Welcome in. Hello. Life on Marshmallows. You have a portrait and landscape stream on YouTube. They both look fine. Thank you. I think it's probably because I washed my hair last night. Here we go. Shmoo the DJ. Lookout looks fine, by the way. Layout looks fine on YouTube. Okay. All right. I still think it would look better the other one. Interesting. I wonder what that will do for YouTube. Does that send it different kind of information where I have two streams up, but they're the same stream? I don't know. You don't need to drop links. I don't stream much, but thank you. Oh, please. And they're both working. Thank you for letting me know. Sounds like something they will raise prices for soon. Yeah. Or because they raised the prices, they felt like they needed to give us more, which then I'm okay. Like if you're going to raise the prices, then you better bring more of your A game to the service. And this nonsense. Did anybody who else uses StreamYard, did you notice where they were like, hey, it's Halloween, we're going to give you free overlays? Okay. We can make our own overlays. Okay. People that are using these systems, especially professionally or artistically, we take care of that ourselves. We don't need your handout free Halloween overlays. Okay. We do our own work here. Okay. We do our own work. We don't need that. But next time we demand pancakes. It's the best I got. Portrait mode doesn't rotate for me, but looks fine. Hey, you don't use StreamYards anymore. I'm okay. You're gonna have to help me. I am not a Restream user. You are now. You're gonna have to help me, Mando. I'm fighting for my life with Restream. I need you, but it's a very good alternative. Yeah. And then over on, I'm so sorry. Over here on Kick, I see the Geeky Crochet, and people have redeemed. Do not redeem the redeems. Indigo Shark has redeemed Water the Artist. Well, instead of Water the Artist, Indigo Shark, I'm going to drink my breakfast, which sounds horrible, but I have a shake. I hope that's okay. There's water in it. So good. Indigo Shark has redeemed Posture Check. You're right. I haven't sat up in a while. Yeah, please don't put explicit weirdness in the chat, please. We don't do that here. Maria, are you a moderator on my Kick channel? I don't know. But you prefer Kick stream? Thank you. Let me see. I'm not going to use it, and you can't make me a YouTuber StreamYard. Gas, say something nice. No, I refuse. Tabitha does excellent art. Her inspiration is the greatest part. Thank you. There's 3 streams, 3 different chats. Wow. Well, we have definitely overcomplicated our systems here. We're like, no wonder I can't see the other chatters, but you can see me. Blah, 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 blah. Carry on. Okay. Well, I do have 3 beverages here. literally from largest to smallest, with my water, my shake, and of course my coffee, featuring the nonsensical Joe Rosie, the real Joe Rosie, dancing like a fool. Okay. It's time for some art. Let's get serious. What in the freak is Eve? What? Ev Mooks? Mukes? I've never even heard of this. This sounds like drugs. Okay. We don't do that here, Kings. So, okay. Yes, and today is also the first day of Monday Makeover. So, if there are any artists out there or aspiring artists, and you're wanting to get better at your artwork, if you are part of the Patreon, we have two different chats. We have a paid tier, and then we have a free tier. The free tier is the Artists Alley, where anybody and everybody can post their artwork in a judgment-free zone where we only come to inspire, uplift, and encourage. Okay. Critique and judgment is only available when asked for. Okay. We have strict rules in the Artists Alley. Okay. We don't have time for your drama or your llama. Okay. Over there, we want it to be a wholesome atmosphere over there in the Artists Alley. Like I said, so that one is free. So if you've made anything, if you've whittled soap, if you painted your grandma's favorite orange blossom in the backyard, you can post it there. If you just want to be able to share your art, because most of the time artists don't, I would say they don't get the appreciation they desire. Let me put it that way. We do tend to be very, very greedy with with wanting validation and whatnot. And so as other artists, we see you, we hear you. So feel free to post. Nothing explicit, please. There are rules there as well. We want tasteful artwork, nothing crude, nothing degenerative. Okay. So you can post whatever you would like over there as long as it's decent. Come on, it's Tabitha, you know me. But feel free to share there. Now, however, there is another wall where a wall room where it's the Monday Makeover Mondays. That's what it is. Where if you actually would like a critique from yours truly, I will be there for a half an hour after every Monday's stream, and you can post your artwork there and ask for criticism. And when I say criticism, I mean that in the full sense of the word, not in the way that everybody throws it around where we're going to look at it and roast it. No, it's more of like, if you're wanting to see how could I improve this art piece? What needs to change? Because a lot of times, especially when we first get started, we could look at something and it's like, it's off. We understand that it's a good piece, but there's something missing. It could be elevated to some capacity. And so if you're looking for somebody, if you trust me with your artwork, I'd be more than happy to look at it and give you my opinion based on my experiences and my education of what could potentially advance your art piece. So that's over in the Makeover Monday chat section over there on Patreon. It's only, so if you want to be a part of that, you become the lowest tier member, and that gives you access to the other stuff that is available. It's not just this, so $2, you can have access to that. So the reason it's also behind there is that I was afraid that if it was open up to the wide world, that I would be flooded with information, because we get quite a bit of art in the Artists Alley for people to scroll through and look at, and it's amazing. And I can't accomplish a lot in a half an hour. So Indigo Shark says, I just spent his last $2. Wow, Indigo Shark. Try harder. I'm just kidding. I understand. Christmas is around the corner. Tabitha is jealous of Joe Rosie. Maybe. Okay. Jerry, stay in your lane. Okay. Stop calling me out. I have Eve Mooks. It's better than, I don't even know how you, Ev Mooks, Eve Mooks is better than StreamYard. I've never even heard of this. So elaborate, please, feel free. But the poor tier and the rich tier. That's right. Right. That's right. For only $2, you too can be part of the rich people's tier. Okay. Stop being so poor. No, but I'd like to offer my services to you. It's kind of like it's almost like a very cheap tutor. And you can have sculptures, because a lot of the artistic principles are the same. It doesn't matter if it's sculpting, painting, drawing, digital design, whatever the case might be. I have thrown, and if you, and I have opened myself up to scrutiny. So if you are already a part of the dreamer tier, I forget, I think it's the daydreamer. If you're already a part of the daydreamer tier or the any other ones, you can already see what I have posted. I opened myself up for critique, so you can look at my artwork there and let me know your thoughts. I know what my thoughts are, and I will share them after the stream in that section. But it's yeah, no. It's going to be interesting. It's not about roasting, okay? So don't be coming in there and be like, I need to roast my chat. It's more of like, or you know, roast my art. It's more of like, I'm looking for you as the viewer if you were to see this. And I'll give you a short backstory of that art piece and how it needs to, how it can be better. Actually, you know what? For the sake of, you know, I wanna display. Here we go. Just so you can see. So right here, this is my art piece that I did for somebody. You can see I was attempting chibi style. This was several years ago, hand-drawn art piece for another artist called Sketchy Guy. I met him when I was on Inside the Booth, and he was making a really cool comic book, right? And it was about these two twins that had special powers and they were demon hunters and all this kind of stuff. And he was like, I would love to get several artists to do a different like cover art take for my story. His artwork was much better than mine. A different style, very, very like Tim Burton-esque, very, very fascinating. So this was my take on that. This was I used up every inch of paper that I had. It wasn't very big. And so I felt very crammed in the space that I had. So I will be giving my own critiques about what this is. And I welcome yours. Like you as the onlooker can come in and look at it and say, if I was the consumer, if I'm the art critic, what would I have changed about this picture? And so you can feel free to leave that there in that section if you are part of the Makeover Monday rich people tier, apparently. Anyway, so that being said, just wanted to introduce that. But here we go. So, Canadian Bear. You roast me, not my art piece. I'll give you that. Yeah, Maria, I would never do that without your permission, sort of, depending on the day. You know, that's how it is. Roasting is part of the criticism and well, that depends. Like roasting comes with the intention of making fun of something. Criticism is coming with an eye to say, here is the opinion of what is wrong and needs improvement, right? It's like if you're going to critique somebody's essay, okay, I'm not reading your essay and then roasting you and making fun of why you did everything poorly. It's more of like, okay, I'm going to critique that this is nonsensical. This is a grammatical error, that kind of stuff. It's meant for, and critique is meant for improvement. But you know, that's, you know, I also love roasting coffee beans. Mando, stay in your lane over there. You're terrible. You are terrible. All right. So I'm going to do a warm up. Before I get started on the page that I need to work on today because we're combining Inktober with NaNoWriMo. And if I spend my time explaining everything all over again, I need to get better about like just, I spend too much time in the chat. I'm sorry. Okay. So I worked on some of these sketches. We talked about, Mando, I need to talk to you, Mando. I need to have a word with you. But yeah, I made this little sketch and I'm really happy. It was a really good experiment and a really good practice. So as a warm-up, instead of going straight into drawing pages for the book, it's really essential to do some exercises to refamiliarize myself with the character and then also loosening up the muscles. You know, it's just like when you're going to go running and you do some stretches first or whatever the case might be for those of us who run. So I'm starting off with my circle. And then I talked about before where I have my reference drawing of the different faces. And then I just kind of alter them to some degree. So here we go. I'm literally going to be doing a running chibi, Canadian Bear baby. So that worked out really well. So I'm going to have him like so. Like, what do they say? Work smarter, not harder. So if I already have a pretty much the same reference, then I just change the expression, move things around, then that is what it is. Let me lower the opacity here. Get the right color, the right brush, and let me see. Recent, where's it? Peppermint. My favorite brush for sketching is peppermint. Shout out to 1000 here on YouTube for showing off that. Okay. Don't worry, interacting with the chat is the best part of your streams. I appreciate you guys. Mando has someone who just as someone who just had a car accident this morning and his wife's car, I'll say that. Larry, oh my gosh, guys. Larry, so sorry to hear that, man. I hope everything is okay. I mean, I know it's not okay because it was a car crash, but I hope that physically everybody is safe and sound and minimal, if not no damage. It was not total. That's wait. I critique your artwork and the best of my abilities. Indigo Shark, I expect nothing less. By the way, Geeky Crochet, aka Maria, redeemed random fact drop. Okay, so let me think about that while I get started with our drawing here. Here we go. We always start with the little cheek. And we're just going to kind of draw. This always draws a little bit different. A random everybody loves the random fact drop of Tabitha. I'm not sure. It could be because of the light bulb conversation. It could be because of the razor blade conversation. I'm not really sure what it is, but everybody lately seems to be really infatuated with, I like this ear better, really infatuated with random facts about Tabitha. So let me see if I can find a good one that will meet, the satisfaction level of our dear friend, the lima bean, also known as Maria. So let me see here. Yeah, I like that ear better. Oh, that looks really large for a baby. Here we go. Babies kind of have big ears. Well, no, they don't, do they? Some babies do. That looks very big, though. I don't. And so the proportions are kind of way off here, but it's fine. It's fine. All right. A random fact about Tabitha. Okay. So I don't know. This is the most random thing that pops into my mind. Sorry, you get what you pay for, right? And for years, and I still a little bit to this day will have it. One second. Is that I had I'm so sorry. So I had a birthmark. My mom and I were never positive if in the middle of my hand, if it was a birthmark or if it was a scar, because I was kind of a reckless child. But I had like an orangish dot in the middle of my left palm. And it was always something of fascination to me because it was just so odd. Like nobody else seemed to have it. It's not very big. I don't have it on the other hand. Nobody in my family has it. But it was like this orange dot in the middle of my hand. I say dot, but like it wasn't specifically a dot. Could have been like an oval or something. But I remember I used to like pick at it too because I thought it was something underneath of my skin. And so I'm like tearing up my skin trying to get to this dot. And I guess it was just some weird pigmentation. I still kind of sort of have it. It's not as prominent as it was when I was little. My mom assumed it was a birthmark. I get, and I have to then assume that, yeah, a birthmark or maybe a weird mole. I don't know because I know a lot of women, they have like the little brown dots all over their bodies and stuff like that. But yeah, in the middle of my palm, I have a weird orangish, not as dark anymore or as vibrant anymore, but I had a weird orangish dot in the middle of my palm. And I don't know, maybe that's my all-seeing eye. So, okay, so this guy's eyes are a little bit differently shaped, similar, but the eyebrows are important because he's like intense running. So maybe that's what it is. So here we go. So there you go, Maria. I hope that's a satisfactory randomness of Tabitha. That's my life right there. I hope that satisfies the itch. Let's see here. Let's get our, and then our little nosy Rosie. And then his mouth, this my reference, I don't have to make it exactly like that, but I feel like it's a pretty good reference. So it's like, I don't want him to be angry, but I want him to be determined. Maybe that's what it is. Gardening requires a lot of skills. Oh, gardening is a great way to be both frustrated and relaxed in life at the same time. Gardening teaches you a lot about life. You're okay. You slid into a car after turning at a stop sign. It snowed. Oh, so when I turned, I went straight into a patch of ice and slid into the other driver. Everyone's okay. Well, that's great as far as everybody's okay. Um, so sorry to hear about that. Man, I remember when I slid in a car one time and I handled it very well. I feel like I handled it very well, but it was still nerve-wracking because you just all of a sudden when you lose full control over it, it's like, what do you do? The important thing is not to panic. That's what Owl teaches us, but at the same time, it's kind of hard not to. Member message for 10 months. DL Tabitha, you're not normal, are you? I've never been told I was. Not once in my life, I don't think, have I ever been told I was normal, except for maybe similar symptoms and sickness or something like that. And be like, oh, it's just normal. All right. Have fun, Maria. Have fun. You go get it. All right. So his eyebrows, we're going to make another layer. So I'm just going to basically make sure that this is one way that you can guarantee you're always sticking with the same shape too, is just to recreate them and then alter them. I shouldn't have done that with this though, because now all I have to do is just move it forward, maybe down a little bit, like he's concentrating. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It speaks to me. Are any of us normal? I guess that's subjective, right? Is that how that goes? Subjective, objective. Yes. Then we take this one, we angle it down. Oh, make it maybe a little bit bigger, maybe like that. Here we go. I'm excited, guys. I have a brand new commission piece that I need to get started that's going to be hand drawn. I'm finishing the final touches of my last commission piece. And so moving onwards and upwards. So I'm so grateful because I've been telling a lot of people like, hey, hire me, this, that, and the third. And you guys have come through, as Nomi would say. And I appreciate that. So I'm good. Like I have several commissions that I need to work on, and it's gonna be giddy. It's gonna be giddy. All right. So that's like our start. We don't need to make this too perfect. And then we'll do his hair, of course. Maybe we should make it a little bit more like if he's running to indicate the run, maybe the curl will be flipped back. So instead of going this way, we will go like that, like a Jimmy Neutron kind of. Let's see, it's got to be just the right kind of curl too. I don't like that. That's not the right kind of curl. Let's see. I think I've made it go. There we go. That's the right kind of curl because we have to have the hair on the side over here. Oh, Mountain Mutt, I'm so sorry for the confusion. We will rectify that tomorrow morning when the brush hour continues. Before Maria, you're on my butt all the time about this. Gosh, God, you're not my mom. Before I officially lurk, what about that oil piece? There are plans. We're going to finish the Dan Vask portrait painting here soon. Before 2026, everybody, you heard me declare it. I feel like there maybe should be a punishment for myself if I don't finish it before 2026. Talks amongst yourselves. What do you think I should punish myself with if I don't finish the Dan Vask portrait that I started back in 2024? Let's see. Here we go. I think that this probably needs to be a little more elongated. Yeah, like this to really indicate that like the wind is just swooping the hair up, Free chat. Member for 4 months. Free chat? Are you one of the poors, Mountain Mutt? Can't afford that $2. I'm totally kidding, by the way. We were going with that old joke. All right, so we've got that. So we start in a hay, and then so now, oh, hang on, I forgot one thing. need that one thing. Here we go. And we get the eyelashes so that everything is connected. I kid Mountain Mud, by the way. It was a total joke. Maybe it was a bad one. Everybody's on their own journey. I don't know. All right, here we go. That's nice. Most of my knowledge guarding comes from my mom. My grandfather has a really, really a scary game. Indigo Shark. I might not like you anymore. Guys, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He's saying that if I don't complete my painting before 2026, that I have to play a scary game. And I bet you guys are going to pick like the worst kind. Yeah. A scary game. You mean like a legitimate scary game. He doesn't mean like Teletubby Fortnite. Okay. Let's see. Oh no. DL says, I think if you don't finish that portrait before 2026, you have to play a very scary game. Great. Everybody's ask Mike for suggestions. Manda, whose side are you guys on? Definitely not mine. Indigo, Tabitha's playing Stray. That totally counts. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it. People are finally on my side. They understand. You guys understand. Terrible. Should never have asked you guys. Okay, he looks like a determined little fella, although his cheek is kind of wrong. But again, it's just meant to be kind of a sketch. We can figure that out. Oh, he's so cute, though. It's fair, I earned it. Okay. Mortuary assistant, Untamed Mando. You have to understand that your girl needs sleep. And from what I've heard, Tugs told me I could never do it. And she loves those games. She's like a master of this. So she would understand. I can't. I'm sensitive. I'm soft. You can't do this to me. Let's see. Let's tilt his head a little bit. He's running into the wind. Run like the wind, bullseye. Okay. Yeah, see, Mando, see, Maria, I can't do it. All right, so then we do our little gourd character here. That's how I always start off my little... It might be like the goal is to really get a lot of these pages done before the end of November. However, I want to also be practical and not put, because of like commission work and other things, I don't want to put ridiculous expectations on myself. So being able to just get a bunch of character references would be a huge part in the development of the story. But we're going to work on it. I don't know. What is this? It's his chest that comes out and then it goes down because I don't like that. Let's go back to our gourd. Eat a lemon, wear a bald cap, include pants in every sentence. I can always count on iCanalist to bring out unique ideas. I gave Mike all my money to put on a Barney suit. Respect. She has to play Outlast Trials with me, Sevi, and Moss. Okay. I could probably do it if I was in a group of people. But to do it on my own... I've watched you guys play the Outlast Trials. Those poor people. Punishments are not meant to be fun. That's why it's a punishment. That's true. This would be a terrible punishment if I had to play that game. How many people can play at a time? Fantastic. Grape has redeemed random fact. You guys love the random facts. Oh, no. All right. Let me dig deep for a good random fact. There's one that I have that I don't know if I could say it on YouTube because it sounds really bad. Well, because it is really bad. Let's see. Let's get this arm taken care of. Our little adorable chubby baby bear. Let's see. Random fact. All right. I just have to say the first ones that come to mind, right? Okay. When I was little, right? Please give me some space of grace. When I was little, I used to have a lot of anger issues. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. But I used to have a lot of anger issues with my brother, my older brother, whom I absolutely adore. And, I was very jealous of him because he could do things that I could not. Obviously, because I was 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old at the time of the impending incident. And my brother was really good with building Legos and stuff like that. And it just was never my thing. And obviously, as a little kid, I didn't comprehend the fact that we all have different gifts and skills and talents and stuff like that. And it always bothered me that he was better at stuff than I was, just because he was older. My brother's 4 years older than me, and so I felt like that didn't count. Like, that didn't matter. It didn't matter that he had more life experience. It just wasn't fair. So my poor brother is busy building and working on stuff on the floor. And I, being a little brat at the time, decided that because I didn't appreciate the fact that he was better than me at something, I would stomp on his Legos. I would go and I would walk and stomp on his Legos and break everything. And I think I'll leave it with that random fact. The other one is a little darker and more disturbing. I'll just leave it with that one. It's my own Outlast trials. The Outlast trials. Everybody just wants to watch. Everybody just wants to watch the world burn. You guys just want to see me suffer. Nobody cares about my mental health, my well-being. They're just like, no, let's watch Tabitha scream. Let's just watch Tabitha suffer. But you're right. If the punishment isn't cruel or whatever, if it's not strong enough, then it doesn't make any sense. Well, that would definitely give me the motivation to finish my piece, wouldn't it? Okay. Tabitha must have feet of steel to stomp on Legos without fear or pain. You don't know the power of the dark side, Larry. You don't know the power. Oh, I was a terrible child. I really was. Thank God for Jesus is all I ever tell people. I was a horrible little urchin. All right, so this is a little bit too long here, I think. Let me zoom out. Yeah, he looks very muscular in a weird way, but again, let's see. Something is off here. It's a little bit better. Something like that. He kind of does give Jimmy Neutron vibes, does he not? The pain makes her anger grow stronger. That's right. Anger leads to hate, or fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. And that's what I tried to make my brother do. Good morning, JM, the elite fan, and 10 car renegade. I read those two together. So it's JM, the delete fan. Just ignoring my suggestions. What was your... Wait. I know, but it'd be a start. What about L4D2? What is that? L4D2. What is that, Mando? I've never heard that. Darth Tabitha, a Sith Lord. Fascinating. Well, Darth Vader was always my favorite character in Star Wars. Left 4 Dead. Oh, I've heard bad things about that one, too. I think Shmoo told me something about that. All right, here we go. We got... Oh, what a cute... Look at these cute characters. I made these. They're so cute. Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I've heard horrible. Mando, I thought we was friends. I don't think you care about me as much as I thought you did. Left 4 Dead 2. It's a zombie game. I hate zombies. I love it in A2 and Wicked, and I used to play all the time. It's not that bad. Everybody says that. It's not that bad. Oh, go into this haunted house where everything jumps out with blood coming out of its face. It's not that bad. Just watch The Never-Ending Story. It's not that bad. Just watch The Land Before Time. It's not that bad. Just watch Homeward Bound. It's not that bad. Sure, Jan. Sure. Meanwhile, the rest of us are all avoiding therapy and... Okay, so this leg is meant to go, ow, but he's got to have short legs. Hang on, I don't think I've ever drawn a running character before. This is awkward. Okay. And he's in onesie, with little footies on. That's crazy. All right. Well, it's not so bad. It's not so terrible. If A2 can handle it, you can. I don't know A2 like you do. What if A2 is like this hardcore, horror person? I don't know. I don't know A2 that way. Oh, this turned out. This leg was much easier, although I feel like this leg is much longer than the one in the front. Let's see. Here we go. But it's cute. Well, no, maybe not. Oh, he's so cool. Excuse me. She's the sweetest person. Yeah, that's what they all say. Just read Where the Red Fern Grows. Is it anything like Tuck Everlasting? We've been scared. We have been scarred in our scared in our child. Yes, terrified, no less. I the whole never-ending story, like the wolf in the wall kind of thing, that followed me into my teen years. Like it was horrible. Excuse me. Mountain Mutt for $4.99 says digital ink tax. I like that. The digital ink tax. I'll allow it.
Today is Friday. Today is Friday.
Thank you so much for supporting the channel and the digital ink. It's expensive. It's expensive. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I just want to look at that. Just look at that face. Look at those ears. Look at those crazy convoluted eyes. Just stares right into your being. Thank you, Mountain Mutt. I enjoyed that little tune. I'm going to play another one just for fun.
I am the one to be your favorite.
That's right. Jesus has no favorites, but some of you are more special than others. Just saying. The scarabs of the mummy are what got me when I was a kid. Yes. I didn't watch that until I was older. And it still bothered me. I don't like it when there are things that enter the body. I don't like it when it does all this stuff. I don't like that. But the mummy is my favorite. Did you hear they're getting Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz together, and they're going to be doing a fourth mummy. In my opinion, just remaking the third one. I'm not going to lie. I am super excited about it. Yes, I know it's probably going to be crap. Yes, I know the possibility of this bombing is very high. Yes, I know the plausibility of this becoming some kind of nonsensical adaptation where they wasted 20 years of time to get to this point. Yeah, I understand all that. I can't help it. I'm a sucker. They're bringing the gang back. Play Hogwarts Legacy as punishment. Ooh, wow. I have never heard anybody say that game's that bad. Your best selfie. My fam didn't care at all. I saw Jaws at 6 or 7. That explains so much, Mando. Explains so much. I knew there had to be a pinpoint in time with you. Where the red fern grows is like Old Yeller. Kid watches his dog die after he's gutted by a mountain lion and the other one dies of grief. Wow. Okay, well, what's that supposed to mean? You know what it means. Okay, so we've got, I think this is a decent little Running Man. Whoops. Hey, let's calm down here. Hang on. Let's give him a little bit more of a booty back here. Because this would then go in and out. And there we go. In and out. And then here we go. Hogwarts Legacy is so good. I almost have it platinum. Ooh, Chris the Geek. Nice. You know what? As much as a Harry Potter fan as I am, I never really had a strong desire to play the Hogwarts Legacy game. It sounded really cool at first when it came out, where it was like, oh, Hogwarts. But you just, as far as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong. As far as I understand, you just stay at the school, right? Like you never actually go out in the world. There's no adventures beyond Hogwarts. You're not out in the woods fighting Death Eaters or anything. You just stay at the school forever. That's the game, right? Learning how to be a witch and a wizard. I was hoping it was going to be kind of like Skyrim, which I know makes it difficult because of the fact that, the muggles and the real world and everything. But It would have been cool if from my understanding, like if eventually you graduate and then you get to be like what Harry, Ron, and Hermione did in, oh shoot, which movie? It's been so long. Where they went to the Ministry of Magic and they were amongst the people, right? They returned to London and they had disguised themselves and then blend in and try maybe like a little bit of the Assassin's Creed. You tried not to get noticed and whatnot. So when I found out you just stay at the school, at least from what I understand, no, it's an open sandbox. No, you do leave the school. Oh, okay. It is like Skyrim. Is it? Is it? Deathly Hallows. You aren't confined to just the school. Okay, all right. You explore all around the countryside and surrounding villages. Well, okay, but do you like save the world or like can you I have only ever seen people play this game, and every time and when I see them play this game, the only thing I ever see is that they're wandering around the school. That's it. So I'd like to understand a little more about this game before, I don't know. There was something about it that surprisingly and disappointingly never caught my attention about the game. It just kind of looked bland. That's my hot take. By the way, we might bring on Hot Take Tuesdays. So be careful. Tomorrow I might step on some toes. I want to know what your hot takes are. Don't tell me today. Curious about tomorrow. Okay, so we've got this. I will say that I feel like with my style, head is a little too. We don't really do necks here in Dreaming Tabitha Land. So necks are very uncommon in this world. So I will then get a new layer, get a new color. And this is where then we draw the hood and the outfit and stuff like that. You don't interact with muggles, but there is a larger overarching story where you end up fighting a bigger evil being. Okay. I don't know. I think I'd rather just read the books. I don't know. Maybe I just need to look at it more, but even my brother, who is a big Harry, well, maybe not as much as me, but he's a Harry Potter fan as well. Even he was like, you just wander around the school. He's like a main part of the thing is you just wander around the school. And I'm like, I thought we all left school for a reason. Although if we all went to Hogwarts, we would all go back. Come on. What Hogwarts house are you? I am a Ravenclaw. Proud of it. All right, so the hood would need to be flowing back, right? Like it's kind of like cape. Freaking Gryffindors. Yeah, it needs to look like it's blowing back in the wind here. So it would expose more of the ear. Maybe it would wave a little more. I don't know. That feels like too much. I feel like that's too much of an expansion. But it definitely conveys the idea of movement. So maybe I just bring it in a little more. Let's play with that. Hufflepuffs. They're all right. Gryffindor is the best house, and I'll not hear any slander. It's a typical arrogant Gryffindor thing to say from someone who was raised watching Jaws. I mean, let's see. I thought I felt something on my head. Hang on. Okay. All right. So we wouldn't really see the hood over on this side. But it needs to have some indication that it's there, I think. So there you go. Hey, Sevi is our friend. And despite her evil nature, we don't besmirch. Okay. All right. So then we got our hoodie. I guess it would kind of be blown out that way. That looks like a little Jawa. Oh. I mean, that looks like he's hardcore running, right? I just feel like the head looks like it's very elastic. It's funny. It's interesting how this goes. It looks like the material is made out of some completely elastic stuff. Wait. Slytherins aren't always evil. Give them some credit. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, yeah, they are, they're not all inherently evil. All right. And I'm not going to worry about well, actually, hang on. Doing the whole suit because this is just like a practice thing. But excuse me. But I mean, that looks pretty cute, right? I mean, that's a pretty good action shot. Although I don't like the curve in the back there. He looks a little too buff. He looks a little too, he not cute and chubby enough, in my honest opinion. I don't like this curve. It's too defined. It's too defined. Got to be a chubby baby. So maybe it's the arm. No, then it's not correct. I don't know. Let's have a look. Maybe it's just I'm just overthinking it, overcomplicating it, maybe. No, I'm not. Don't tell yourself that, Tabitha. Trust your instincts. Trust your feelings. Search your thoughts. You know they be true. Oh my girl. He is adorable. Okay. That's really, really good. He looks like Glenn Powell in the upcoming Running Man remake. Larry, watch your mouth. We don't talk about Glenn Powell around here. Do you see Nomi anywhere? She was here last week. She's not here today. We don't have to mention Glenn Powell. I'm just kidding. Actually, that movie looks really interesting. I didn't know there was a first one. So that's how much I know. She just said J fat. I did not. I said chubby or something, but this is a baby. He's supposed to be, or like a little child. He's supposed to be a little fluffy. He's supposed to be fluffy. And then we do the little bar tail. Oh, shoot, fire. I'm doing this on the wrong layer. Okay. Okay, and then we go in and do this. I think that tail needs to be down more. Something like this. Hey, Cavantino! I've been lurking as I play Resident Evil number 7 Biohazard, game that Sivy has been avoiding. Hey, we all have our reasons. Pancakes are fluffy, not kids. Maria, I thought you were lurking, okay? I thought you were working on something, okay? So Nomi is Bommy, and I'm Lori. Look, Larry, it's Monday. It's 11 a.m. You know what? Go fix your car. Larry. Oh, my word. I agree with Maria. Risking the wrath of Darth Tabitha. Kids are fluffy. Okay. They're pudgy. You ever, like my niece, when she was smaller, would poke her belly. She was so pale. And then her belly was just so spongy. Like you would poke it and it really felt like bread dough, like biscuit dough. What's my Livermorny house? Because we're Americans over here. I don't even know what Livermorny is. What the freak is a Livermorny? I don't understand. Livermorny? Is that from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? Come on, look, we know America's superior. Sorry, but we all want to go to Hogwarts. We don't want to go to no off-brand American wizard school. Come on. You guys know it's true. I'll be the first to admit it. Like, look, we as Americans would leave for Hogwarts in a second if we could, instead of Livermorning or whatever it's called. Livermorny. That sounds terrible. Big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and darn. What? Right? Is that what that is? Big, healthy, husky, fluffy. Yeah, that's right. That's what you want to say about this little kid. Waffles are better than pancakes. Oh. Are we starting Hot Take Tuesday on Monday, High Tide? Waffles are better than pancakes. How do I feel about this? I'm inclined to agree. I do love a good pancake, but waffles are just more fun to eat because they're basically just self-made containers for the syrup and the butter. So I'm going to have to go with High Tide on this one. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Waffles or pancakes? I'm going to have to go Team Waffles. Team Soggy Waffy. Did you see Danny Ann's baby made his debut the other night on a live stream? Now that's a chibi. I saw that she went live. I didn't watch it. I have a friend, her baby straight up was the Michelin Man. A lot of us were concerned. But it was before he started walking. So a lot of babies are super chubby before they start walking. Then they start walking and, what is this? Blueberry Belgian waffles are so good. That's a whole other conversation. Do things belong in waffles or should it just be straight up waffles? I agree. Waffles are superior to pancakes. Okay. I'll allow it. Ooh. Waffles over pancakes. French toast over waffles. Oh, that's a whole other... Over here we got, it's the Hogwarts equivalent of America. Come on, nobody would go there. America is like my poetry, the absolute greatest. Jerry. Wow, the confidence of this dude. Man, if I could have like 11% of that. Chocolate chip waffles are goated. That's a whole other conversation. Do things belong in the waffles? Waffles are the goat, says Maria, who should be working on her art piece. You got to go with pancakes. What's your argument, Mountain Mutt? What's the argument? I go with the argument, again, that waffles are superior. I say superior. I don't think they're superior. I just think they're better, if there's a difference, where they get crispier, right? They get crispier. I like a good crunch in my breakfast bread substance. And they come with containers for the syrup. I will have to go with that. But then French toast. I do love a good French toast, but I would still say waffles over French toast over pancakes. That's what I think. Fantastic says waffles for the architecture. There you go. See, it's for the science. French toast made by Sevi would be a gamble. I would eat Sevi's French toast. See, Maria, you're getting a taste of the medicine that I have been drinking from Jerry these last couple of months. We're working on it. We're working through it. I feel like today is a great day for progress, but Okay. Wow. We have the important conversations here. Yes. These are the things that will bring us together as much as they divide and separate us. IHOP stuffed waffles are pretty close to top tier, but my mom's homemade pancakes can... Mom's pancakes. Stuffed waffles. Yeah. You have to send me proof that you are working on your... Oh, it looks so good. Oh, and there's me condemning Maria. Wow, Maria, it looks so good. You should post that in the Artist Alley over there on the Patreon, the free Patreon. Let people see how amazing it is. Spread the word. It's totally cool. Oh my gosh. It's situational. Pancakes for efficiency. Waffle for a slower morning breakfast. How are pancakes more efficient? Waffles, again. Let's just say hang on, let's just put some grooves in this thing here. You pour the syrup in the groove. You can pick it up. You eat it. It's fine. It's in a container. Waffle or a pancake. Surface like this, everything falls off. I got to go with waffles are superior to pancakes for the architecture. All right. So I've got a nice assortment here. We've got our sad bear. We've got our crouching down, looking at something interesting bear. We have our, oh, isn't that so funny? Can't. Bear. And then we have the running bear. The running bear. He is on his way to success. That's what he's either running away from his past self. He's running away from a moment of embarrassment. So that's what's happening here. We have our own little story developing within this little Canadian bear universe where we have the running bear. The running bear is running away from a situation where he found himself laughing hysterically at his own joke because he met somebody interesting and he was like, you know what would be really great is this conversation starter of where this awkward thing happened and I made a joke about it. And I laughed so hard, I fell on my butt and just started crying. And then I walked away from that situation realizing what an idiot I was. I should never have said that. I live in regret. And now I'm going to spend my life running from the decisions that I made and from the memory that is forever locked in my mind. This is the story of Tabitha. I literally drew out an experience of my life in Canadian bear form. Top tier content creation. Oh my goodness. But sopping up the syrup is the best part. I don't think that's the best part. For me, the best part, quite literally, is biting into a warm, crunchy waffle. And then when you bite into it, the syrup gushes. Yes, it gushes and spread. It's my favorite part of the waffle. Hulk Smash says, "Love me some Waffle House, Waffle House." But do you do the Waffle House? Do you do the Waffle House because of the waffle? See, I don't really get the waffles at the Waffle House. I get eggs and other things at the Waffle House. I don't really go to the Waffle House for the waffles. Fair point. I know. I'm a genius. I've thought this through. You think this is the first time I've thought about waffles and why they're the fair and balanced breakfast? Come on, man. We all been there. That's me after every time I talk to people, except for the running away part. No, when iCannabis walks away, it's a big deal. I seen that guy. I know what he drives. I know his fit. Don't want to mess with him. I feel like he's like the Batman of the community. Like there's this air of mystery surrounding iCannabis where it's like the more you know, the less you find out that you know. It's amazing. It's an amazing experience. Here's a story of a girl named Tabitha who used to stomp on her brother's Legos. It gets much worse, Scrape. Much worse. By the way, that 1.5 year little logo, little emote next to your name looks pretty nice. Not gonna, yeah. Doing the setup I do with Sevi, watch on a tablet and phone to double dip for maximized water. Well, thank you, Cavantino. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you for being a part of the Dream Team Excel, apparently. If you're watching multiple streams of Tabitha, you're part of the Dream Team Excel. Just posted it on X. I need evidence. Okay. She didn't want to share with the class. She shared with the world. That's fine. Pick your poison. Waffle houses are for the battle hardened. Well, you got to be ready to defend yourself, potentially going into a Waffle House. Sometimes I go to Denny's just so I can say moon's over my hammy. Sounds like a medical problem. I fried sugar dough drenched in sugar slime. Breakfast of champions. Yes. You know, honestly, you don't realize what your culture is like and what it might look like to an outsider until you meet that outsider or you hear a conversation. And it was, I believe, an Instagram reel or something where I saw a gentleman from England was walking through an American grocery store and he went down the cereal aisle and we're all accustomed to the cereal aisle. We all are very familiar with the wonderfulness and the variety of the cereal aisle. And he pointed out, why are Americans so obsessed with feeding their children sugar? And I just had this moment of, what? Oh. Ugh. He's right, though. He's right. I never even thought about it that way. Pop-Tarts and cereal are the majority breakfast for the youth of today, or at least of my generation. Today we're a little bit more aware, but nevertheless, it's like, yeah, pancakes, Eggos, cereal, and Pop-Tarts. The go-to on the go breakfast is nothing but sugar and bad stuff. But it's so good. But I never dawned on me. It's like, yeah, why do we fix sugar for breakfast? Why aren't we giving our kids yogurt and fruit and whatever like that? It's just that's what you did. You fixed your kids cereal, not realizing it's a bowl of death. Or cavities, whatever. Are there dream team stickers? You know what? I have Britzy. I have brush hour stickers for the science and like a fool. I don't have dream stream or dream team stickers. I will fix that. Thank you for pointing out the flaw in my life. What? It's an item on the menu. 2 eggs over easy with a side of country ham. Oh, salt. The salt. I can taste it from here. I am depending on where I go, I love me. Look, I know I'm going to contradict my entire conversation from earlier. I am a 2 eggs over easy. Bacon or sausage depends on my day. Why not both? But bacon or sausage depends on my day, and 2 pancakes kind of gal. Like, to me, I love that. If I'm going to go out to the Cracker Barrel or something like that, it would be 2 eggs over easy. Bacon or sausage depending on the day. 2 pancakes. I love it. I love it. Although my favorite breakfast is toast. Toast with anything. I don't care what it is, pretty much. Toast with something. I love it. Maria just commented on X about your art. Uh-oh. What'd she do? What did she do? Dreaming Tabitha thinks I'm not working, so I have to prove it to her. Wow. I agree with me. Hang on. I agree with Mando. Got some infighting in the house. Live to see it. Live to see it. Growing up, one of the things my mom found was carnation chocolate breakfast bars. Carnation? The flower? It had a crispy cookie type center that was dipped in semi-sweet chocolate. This is what I'm saying. Like, why are we feeding this to our children for breakfast? Why are we literally feeding movie snacks to our kids for breakfast? When did that happen? Like, what happened? What happened? But hash brown and waffles. Waffles. Pancakes or waffles is a sometimes. Saturday's things for me. Most days I eat meat, eggs, and cabo. Yeah, I've been, because I get busy on Mondays and Tuesday mornings especially, I'll do my little shakes for breakfast that are flooded full of the good stuff. But typically breakfasts around these here parks consists of eggs and a meat side, whether it is bacon or sausage. And then sometimes I might couple it with some Ezekiel toast or grits. But for the most part, eggs and a side meat are the go-to. Sometimes, like I said, like that's like the main hub. And then sometimes I'll pair it with avocado. I will pair it with Ezekiel bread. I'll pair it with grits. And now that it's getting cooler here, I do love me some oatmeal. With some substance to it. And then recently when I was at my parents' house the last time, I wanted to have some cereal but I wanted good, like healthy for you cereal. And I happened to see on the internet where, where it was like nuts, some kind of a green nut. I'm not sure. It wasn't pistachio. It was something else. But it was like walnuts, almond slivers. Oh, that was what it was. My mom had some kind of bran flake cereal. Then that had almonds and different like nuts. Maybe it was sunflower. I'm not sure. And some other things in it. And then you can cut up an apple and put it. And I'm like basically making your own cereal. And I'm like, this was amazing. And I felt good after I ate it. So I started doing that now. I found like wheat flakes or something like that. trying to get away from like enriched flour, bleached flour and stuff like that. And so then I pair it with either bananas or apples, and I put walnuts in it, stuff like that. Love some sunny side eggs. I'm a chaos gremlin. I thrive at pumpkin seeds. Maybe, I don't know. Indigo redeemed posture check with a sit up. He's yelling at. I am. Like, I actually am. Does it look like I'm hovering? It's probably because I'm leaning forward and the angle of my camera. But sir, I'm up. Like, my shoulders go back no further. Like, in the words of Jean-Luc Picard, this is the line. No farther. I can't go back. But I appreciate you looking out for me. I see you looking at me, looking at you. Honey bunches of oats with strawberries. Yeah, I try to stay away from the I try to stay away from the main titled breakfasts now because they're all, occasional bagel. I do love a good bagel, but I prefer toast over bagels. I do. I prefer toast over the bagels. All right. So I probably, because I do need to get back to finishing, I do need to get to finishing my commission pieces so I can start my next commission pieces. Plus, I do have to go to the grocery store. The grocery store. Yeah, so brush hour. Here we are. It's been a slice of waffles and pancakes. But we got our little character done. It was actually done really quickly. And I appreciate all of you just letting me talk about, 100%. Jean-Luc Picard will always be my captain unless it's Malcolm Reynolds. It's just how it is. Although I'll be honest with you. That would be a tough choice. I need to think about this. I need to think about this. Who would I prefer as my captain? Malcolm Reynolds or Jean-Luc Picard? We don't have time to get into the nuances of that. Anyway, guys, I have to get out and go. Hey, Indigo Shark, there should put some respect on that. It's Captain Jack Sparrow, okay? Captain. Okay. Anyway, Tabitha, Star Trek, fascinating Vulcan. Live long and prosper. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. But anyway, so I will be live over on my Patreon. If you are part of the, I want to say it's the, I would want to say it's the something. I don't even, Daydreamer. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. If you're part of the Daydreamer tier over on Patreon, you will have access to all the stuff that's over there, and as well as the chat made for Makeover Mondays. If you would like to have your artwork critiqued by me, and when I say critiqued, only meant to elevate, inspire, and encourage. If you want me to take a look at your artwork, please feel free to post it there. I'm going to be live there for the next half an hour. Now, if you post it later on, I will try to get back to you and give you my thoughts. But if you want one-on-one time with me, I will only have that available right now, half an hour for after the time that this stream ends. And then it's whenever. So you have access to that. It's again, it's a negative judgment-free zone, but we do use judgment in artistic ways to let you know, hey, here's what you could do to elevate your artwork. From my experiences as well as my education, here's what I think you could use, some tools, some tips to make your artwork better. And then if you would just like to show off your own art pieces and you just want to inspire other people, or you just want to showcase it because you made something beautiful, amazing, and wonderful, feel free to go to the free chat, the Artists Alley chat, available for free, where you can post your artwork. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's tasteful. Please don't bring any drama. It's not meant to be a judgmental place. This is where we just share and express our love for artwork and one another's art pieces. Critiques and judgment are available only when asked for there by your peers. Okay. So if somebody else wants to give their 2 cents on your art piece, they are not allowed to unless you give the permission. Okay. Safe space. All right. Safe space for artists over there in the Artist Alley. And then there's the Makeover Monday. And then, of course, there's also, if you're part of the other tiers supporting, you get behind the scenes videos. I'm releasing a new one today, kind of a vlog for you folks over there. And you can also get access to coloring pages and just different support for the channel. We are kind of remodeling again over there on Patreon because YouTube is weird. And unfortunately, you got to get with the times. But if you don't care about any of that and you just want to support the stream, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Got another short coming today with some extra art pieces that were done. Maybe some did you know about a certain person during this time of the year. Get yourself some Dream Team merch as well as some Brush Hour and Like a Fool and For the Science merch over there. We'll be getting those Brush Hour, Dream Team stickers over there. I believe that was what was asked for. Am I going to be gaming later today? Maybe. I have to see. I cannot make, except for Tuesday nights, it seems like I can't really make a lot of schedules for gaming in the evening because life is strange and complicated right now. And then with the commission pieces that I have, I got to prioritize. Maria says she'll be streaming early afternoon today. I mean, we'll see. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to post Maria. If you don't subscribe to Maria, please check her out. I'm going to be posting it in the chat. Check out the Fantastic Sarcastic. Check out Maria. She's also an amazing artiste. Fantastic, not so much. But Bluto20, are you left-handed? I am. I am left-handed. Loud and proud. I'm a left-handed Ravenclaw. Caw-caw. Yeah, we do it right over here. Don't forget to check out your Steam, Tabitha. Larry, what are you doing? Larry, I'm going to be 95 years old by the time I get through all the games that people have gifted me. And I know I need to just dedicate time to gaming, but I have to draw. I got to draw. Oh, you're still here? Sorry. That alone makes you talented. I would know. Bluto20, I hear you loud and clear, man. I salute you. How come there are YouTube? You'll have to go to the beginning of the stream, Real Steven TV. I don't have the time or the wherewithal to explain everything because I got to go. I got to go. Tell you what. No, I refuse. Maria, I refuse to let you drag me. Yeah, I gotta eat and I'm a little bit hungry again. My shake, I don't think I did a big enough one, so I'm gonna do what the game is. I don't know what the game is. I don't know what I haven't. Oh, and Grape has sent hype. We are the knights who say hype. Anyway, like and subscribe.
If I was watching this video, I would like it. I would like the video and I would probably subscribe because this is so thoroughly entertaining and also well executed.